What is up? How are you guys handling this whole situation? Are you staying home, staying away from big crowds and all that? You should be. That's a good thing. It's pretty crazy how the news is changing every single day, right? Like, what can you do? What can't you do? Literally just got this Tesla yesterday, so I'm like trying to drive it as much as we can before they tell us no more driving. But we are doing everything we can to avoid popular places. But I have some good news. Well, for me, it's good news. For you guys, maybe not so good. But I got monetized, which means I make money and you guys get to watch more ads when you watch these vlogs. So I apologize. I try to keep the number of ads limited, but it feels really good to be monetized because I started this vlog channel by saying, like, I don't want to put much time and effort into it. I just kind of want to put out more raw-ish footage. But the more vlogs I make, the more time and effort I want to put into each one, and then they end up just swallowing up a lot of time. And there's always that balance of, like, how much time do you put into stuff you do for fun and how much time do you put into stuff that makes money. You don't really want to go too far into each direction, but now officially the vlog channel is making some revenue, and it took a long time. I officially qualified for the monetization I think 3 months back, but I was just waiting for months and months, and today literally this morning I saw that it was enabled, so hallelujah. All right, so check this out. I'm uploading yesterday's vlog right here, and look what we have here. A monetization option. Oh yeah, save money. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Ineligible for that one, but most of them money. So within the next couple days I should start seeing some revenue showing up there. It's not gonna be much. Now this is great news because I don't make all these videos all on my own. I get some help, and this is the board I've used a little while back to try to calculate out how many hours a project really takes. And this is probably actually really useful information for anyone doing production stuff, because that's one of the questions you almost always get asked. It's like, all right, well, how much money is it gonna cost me to make this video or project? And you have to kind of pitch a certain amount. But when you underestimate how long a project is gonna take is when you can really start screwing over yourself. And me personally, I noticed that tends to happen a lot because I enjoy doing these. I love making these vlogs. They're a ton of fun. And naturally when you're having fun, time goes really fast. So then all of a sudden you'd be like, oh, it probably only took me a couple hours to do. You look back and you go, wow, that took 8 hours to edit. So I was kind of trying to put a numerical value on how much time and effort it takes to make these vlogs and videos or any sort of project, and trying to get a better grasp on that. I'm just consolidating all the data to try to explain this a little bit better. So here, check this out. Every time we do a project, we put it up here on the board, and every time someone puts some time into it, they write it down. And then when we're done with the project, I kind of just throw everything right here so we can get an overview of how long each project took. So these are my 3 vlogs that I've put out so far. I put some space here for the prep, the shoot, the edit, and then the H/M is like hours and minutes. So this is how many hours it took to make the video over the minutes the total video ended up being. So let's say it took 1 hour to create a 1 minute video, that would be 1/1, and the final number down here would be 1. So if 1 was the final number, that would mean to make a 10-minute video, it would take 10 hours to create it. Now for the vlog channel, I wanna make that number as low as possible because again, it's still a fairly small channel. Like I said, it's not just me doing all the stuff. I get a lot of help from Sam. Like, look how hard Sam's working right now. And then Dylan, he's not at his desk right now. Where is he? So far, the 3 vlogs that we've tracked so far, we don't really do any prep work for the vlogs. They just kind of happen naturally. So those are all zeros, but then the shoot, how long it takes to shoot it, and G stands for Gene, so G3. It took 3 hours for me to do this one. It took 2 hours for me to shoot the second one. And then on my last one, which was the Tesla one, I also had Sam help me shoot part of it. He came with me, so he put in 3 hours to help me shoot it, and I shot it in 5 hours. So you can see how it took a lot longer to shoot this one. So then I add those up and I get 8 hours to shoot it, right? And then for editing, D stands for Dylan, so D4 and G4 right here. So it took 8 hours to edit it. Generally with vlogs, I like to edit it myself, but there's so much raw footage. So generally I like to have either Dylan or Sam kind of take a quick pass at all the raw footage and kind of trim that down. And then I just kind of put in either 5 hours here, 4 hours here, 4 hours there to just kind of take all that footage that's been consolidated and then go and make my little vlog out of it. In these vlogs, I try to kind of balance it out. I don't try to get too crazy with it. I try not to put too much thought into the editing because sure, 4 hours each sounds like a lot of time, but actually if you go through and edit a video, the time flies. It feels like I edit these in like an hour or two, but yeah, I calculated it out. And it's like, man, I actually spend over 4 hours editing each one of these vlogs. I thought I could do it in like 2. So that's like the importance of kind of tracking these, right? But the thing that's tricky about vlogs is since I'm the one that's vlogging, it's very easy for me to edit it because I know exactly what happened, what scenes I want, and what to put where. So the one vlog I did just kind of shoot and edit myself. I was able to do it real fast. I was able to do an 18.5-minute video in 6.25 hours. 2 hours of it was shooting and I edited in 4.25 hours. So that means it took me 0.34 hours to create a minute of video. So basically that means at this rate, I could do a 10-minute vlog in about 3.5 hours. So that's pretty good. But you can see that I also shot it real fast in 2 hours. So the vlog itself was a lot more efficient. You know, there wasn't as much footage. And once you start getting into longer shoot days that took, 5 hours for me and 3 hours from Sam, you're gonna end up with a lot more footage and it just takes longer to get through it. And that one took almost an hour per minute. So that 18-minute vlog took about 16 man-hours to create. So that is kind of how I look at it. We're experimenting with different things to try to see like what takes longer than it does, because it's really hard to estimate it, especially when it's a fun project. Everything seems like it goes so fast, but then you realize, oh man, all these projects took way longer than expected. So once we get a more accurate reading of how long each thing takes, then it becomes a lot easier to plan. We could be more efficient and more effective. And then for my main channel, Potato Jet is on this side. We've only tracked a few projects, but you can also see that the amount of time it takes to produce a minute of Potato Jet content is closer to 1.8, 1.7. And these have been fairly simple videos, but I think that number is gonna go up even more. Let's just round it up to 2. So right now with our current workflow, to produce 1 minute of video, it takes about 2 hours to do. So if you think about it, this last video we put out was a 27-minute video. It took 46 hours to create that video. So that's the reality of it. It takes time to make and produce videos. And if you're interested in creating content, I think it's important to kind of get a general idea of this so that you can get an understanding of the value of each video. You have a cool video concept, how much time and effort is it gonna take? I'm just trying to improve my personal efficiency here. If you guys have any efficiency tips, then let me know. Hey, mozzarella. Look at this. Young dog, old lady.
They actually are old ladies.
Whoa, okay, Lefty. You have a big tongue.
Pita, time to ageify.
Would you like some prune juice in it?
I would just love to have this camera just permanently inside the car. So whenever I want to, I just press the button, boop, starts recording. Oh look, it's gonna go on its own. See, I didn't press the gas.
Whoa.
It's just doing it. It's just doing it on its own. This is the GoPro Hero 8, by the way. And there's no mic attached to it, but we're trying to figure out what the best method is. Maybe I'll just take the GoPro and I'll just attach that little Rode Video Micro onto it. I think that might be a decent solution. So that's something that I'm gonna have to test later on, but for picture quality, let's see what this looks like. So this is how we have it set up, just kind of upside down, inverted like that. I think it has auto rotation on, so it'll probably automatically rotate it for us once it's set up like this. It kind of looks like a dash cam at that angle. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit too wide. How does this look as a vlog angle? This is linear. It's just the GoPro by itself, audio on board, and it's just kind of hanging out up there. It's not too in the way. Cruising around Los Angeles is easy with this, huh? Like, yes. It really makes driving a lot easier. I am staying focused, making sure that I'm paying attention if something gets close or in our path, but at the same time, it's a lot more relaxing. Like, I feel like I haven't been driving. Instead of using, like 70% of your brain to drive, it's only using like 40%. Like, I don't even, oh snap. See, this car, okay, that's one thing that this car does though. If you're going and about to cross an intersection and someone kind of turns in front of you, if I was driving, I would have just been like, oh yeah, he can turn and get out of my way before I cross. But this car will sometimes see that as like a bigger danger than it actually is and kind of hit the brakes a little bit. That's the same thing with my Jeep too. My Jeep will sometimes try to slam on the brake because it thinks that something is an obstacle when it's really not. There's still a lot of cars out right now. Like, people are out still doing stuff as of right now. We're probably gonna start seeing less and less of that. We're just going for a cruise and we're gonna go straight back home. We're not gonna, you know.
I wouldn't. We are responsible and we would never.
We are responsible, yes sir.
Right here.
I really hope the audio quality on this GoPro just by itself is good enough, because then this is all I would use. I don't have to attach any more stuff to it.
I think it looks good.
How about sound?
I don't think it sounds so good.
that's gonna be my assumption too. This is what I would really prefer right here, something like this. Picture and audio quality better, but it's just a hassle. I don't want to have to set this up and hold it every single time we want to vlog in the car.
My arm just got tired watching you.
How hard is it being in a long distance relationship right now?
Dude, it sucks so bad. When we both started dating, we were like, oh, it's gonna be fine, babe. Like, look, we're gonna visit each other once a month. We're gonna take turns and stuff. But now this whole coronavirus thing is like making it very difficult.
I know, huh?
She was supposed to come over the 28th, but now she can't, because if she does come, when she gets back, her job told her that she has to stay in a 14-day quarantine at her apartment.
Dang.
I get to see her maybe middle of April. It's like out of a movie. It's like we just started dating. It was like, no,
I know.
We can't see each other now.
Anyways, one of the things that's been kind of helping me feel less cabin fever is going into the VR world. I feel like it does kind of trick your brain into thinking that you're outside the house. So that's kind of been nice. And I still have been on top of my fitness program by going to the virtual gym, doing my virtual boxing. It really is a fun game, so I have been a lot more consistent with it than I have ever been with the gym. So that's good. Workout time. Oh, that was good. I'm working on my quarantine bod, you know? Not there yet. Getting there though. See how all these rings are full? All right. Funny as it sounds though, I swear I am seeing some results from just a VR game. I'm not doing any other exercises aside from this. It's not there yet. It's coming. It's on its way. Quarantine bod 2020, here we go. Whew. Oh great, it's past midnight now, so of course all my rings went back to 0. He accidentally put on ladies' underpants. It was legit, like they looked exactly like my underwear, okay? That's what her shorts look exactly like it. It's not my fault, okay? Felt really weird wearing it. Tom says, and the situation is also critical here in France. We're in lockdown like in Italy. We're not allowed to go outside without a certificate or our ID, and we must have a valuable reason to go outside. Go walk a dog, go to the grocery store, or go to a medical appointment, and that's it. Anyway, since it's been a week that I'm in lockdown, it's good to see your video. Thanks, guys, and enjoy your Tesla as soon as you can. Man, honestly, it's just a matter of time before that's the case here, is my prediction. I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better, at least here in Los Angeles. I mean, it is definitely a thing that everyone is realizing here that, oh, this is a big deal, but it's not like total lockdown mode. And honestly, I feel like a total lockdown is what it's gonna take to stop this thing. That's my prediction. I could be wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm glad you were able to get it before the lockdown. Yeah, I know, right? Because we picked up the Tesla yesterday, but today it looks like Tesla is suspending US car production. I don't know to what point they're gonna be delivering the cars up to, but I'm just really glad that we have the Tesla now instead of waiting for weeks, months. It has been a really cool car. Like, it's the middle of the night and I'm literally wanting to go outside, get in it, and drive somewhere for no reason. Just because it's an awesome car. But yeah, guys, I hope you're staying home and safe. Practice social distances. It's just me, Dylan, Sam, and Carrie are pretty much the only people that I'm seeing. I really want to go see my mom and go visit her, but it's also a little bit tricky, right? Because 4 out of 5 people that transmit coronavirus don't know they have it. So my biggest fear would be to, infect someone like my mom. And I'm pretty sure I don't have it, but again, even if I'm pretty sure, I can't say for sure. So this might be a boring couple weeks.